And in today's tutorial, we will be taking the last part, all right, the last tutorial on the course on the topic compound interest. All right, this happens to be the very third class we'll be taking on compound interest, and in this tutorial, we are seeing it on compound interest. All right. So with this being said, let's hop straight. Let's hop straight into it. Okay. So go to markers. We have MTH106. Yesterday I gave out an assignment, and just very few persons have submitted the assignment. I'm here to get the assignment, right? Compound interest. All right, Miss Titilayo, you are the first person to join the class today. That's good. Okay, we have compound interest. Okay, now, so to start with the assignment, the question of the assignment given out yesterday, to start with, we'll be taking that, and from there we take other two questions, and we can call it a wrap for today's class. Okay, so let me get the question. So the question says, Blessing wants to have 2 million. Blessing wants to have 2 million. All right, 2 million naira. Okay, for retirement, for retirement, for retirement in 45 years. In 45, all right, in 45 years. Okay, now she invested in a mutual fund. She invested in a mutual, all right, in a mutual fund, paying on average of 95%. Paying on an average, right? Paying an, not on an, paying an average of 95%. Okay? Each year, each year, all right, compounded annually, all right, compounded quarterly, I mean, all right, compounded quarterly, all right. So we have how much should she get, all right, how much should she deposit all right, into our account, all right, into our mutual fund, into our mutual fund. Okay, So we have the question. Okay, so let's highlight, all right, our targeted points. We have 45 years. We have 2 million. All right, we have the rates. All right, and we have quarterly. All right, and we have, all right, each year. Okay, so these are the things we are paying attention to. Okay, so we have that as that. Now we have solution. The formula, our formula says A equals P, all right, into bracket 1 plus R all over N. Then we have this power of T. All right, so we have our A, we have our A, we have our P, we have our R, we have our N, and we have our T. All right, so we have, now let's begin to plug in what we have. All right, so we have, what do we have for A? So A should be what? So class, A should be what? All right, I think maybe she didn't have any issue with the network or something. All right, A should be, all right, what should be our P? What should, is there P, is there N, is there, all right, what should be our A? Okay, so our A should be what? Okay, the Miss Blessing, okay, Blessing wants to have 2 million, all right, 2 million is the actual amount, if I'm not mistaken. 2 million is the actual amount, all right, that is what she intends. I beg your pardon, 2 million is the total amount, that is what she intends to have, right? But P is the actual amount, all right, but what we have here is the 2 million that she intends to have at the end of everything. All right, the question says she wants to have 2 million for retirement in 45. This is the total amount, all right, that is the total amount, which is A, all right, so we don't have P, all right, it's 2 million naira, all right, that is A. Okay, Miss Titi said, let me check chat, all right, she said P is, okay, she corrected herself. Yeah, A is 2 million because that is the total amount she intends to get after 45 years. All right, so now the actual amount that she's supposed to be paying into our mutual fund is P, which we are looking for. All right, so we don't have P, so we have R as 95%. So we have N, all right, we'll have using a year, but there's a quarterly here, so we are observing 4. All right, quarterly is 4. All right, we have T, which is 45 years. Down. Quarterly. All right, so we don't know what P is. All right, awesome, Miss Titi, thank you for that. So if you're on the stream, all right, and you're here to signify, so I can acknowledge your presence, do well to do that, so I can acknowledge your presence and also carry you along as the class commences. It's an interactive class, all right. So this is a question given as an assignment yesterday. Okay, Miss Blessing has joined. I think Miss Blessing, you came late today, as unusual of you. So this is the solution to the assignment given yesterday. All right, just very few persons has responded to the assignment, so we are going to solve this. Then we're going to solve other two questions, and we'll call it the wrap with compound interest. Mr. Jolas is not on the stream. He actually reached out to me yesterday and explained what is going on. All right. Hoping he will join us hopefully before we conclude with this. Okay, I didn't post it. Oh my goodness. Did I not post this link to the class? Wow, that's serious. All right, so now that we have all this set up, now let's continue. But oh, so sorry about that. I didn't post it. I'm so sorry about that. And I thought I did. So sorry about that. Okay, so so we've been able to plug in everything. All right, we've been able to plug in everything. Now let's begin to put this into this formula. All right, so we have A as 2. Let me just put 2 million. Let me write it completely. 2 million. All right, equals P, which we don't know. We have 1 plus R, that's 95% should be. If you have a calculator, what should be 95%? Can help us with that. We know our n already. Our n is 4, and we have 4 into bracket 45. Okay. What it should be, that's 95 divided by 100. Anybody able to know with that? Okay, so we have 0.95. Okay, now we have 2 million. I believe we are all on the same page. Are we all together? 1 plus. Alright, let's add 0.95 divided by 4. Awesome. Please, let's be proactive. 0.95 divided by 4. Another person should multiply 4 into bracket 45. Let's be proactive, please. Okay. Zero 0.95 divided by 4 should give us 0.2375. Alright, and 4 into bracket 45 should give us what? That's 4 multiplied by 45. 45 multiply in 4 places by 4, we should be having. Alright, thank you, Ms. Titi. She said 180. Thank you for that. So we have 180. Alright, so from here we can plug it in directly. Alright, we have our P. Now we can do this addition. Alright, so we're doing that for us. And whoever is doing the addition should also multiply by what we have in the bracket. Alright. So we have 1 plus 0.2375. This is 1.2375. Alright, so 1.2375 multiplied by 180 is giving us the answer. So we have 2 million, alright, equals P into bracket, alright, is helping us with the answer. Which is said 2 points. All right, 222.76. All right, just a moment. Yeah, 45, yeah, 2 million, yeah, 4. Okay, 0.995 divided by 4. All right, yeah, okay. Multiply by 180. All right, so 0. Okay, so we have that's 1.2375 multiply by 180. Thank you, Miss Titi, for that. 2.75. All right, 22.75. So what we have to do here is to divide. Now let's first switch. All right, let's first switch sides. All right, so let's divide both sides by 2. All right, you know, if we multiply, now let me explain this before we divide both sides. Now this is, you know, anything outside the bracket is used to multiply whatever it is we have in the bracket. All right, so if we say p multiply by this will give us, which is 222.75. all right, so to get p alone all by itself, then we have to divide both sides by the coefficients of p, which is equals to 222.75. all right, so how do we do that? Let me raise the sign. So from here now we'll say 2 million, all right, equals p 222.75. all right, we have 222.75, we have 222.75. all right, so from here it's easy, this rules out this. all right, so now we have switch sides, so we have p now equals 2 million, all right, divided by 222.75. so p now equals, is helping us with our answer, all right, who's helping with the answer? Divided by, that's 2 million divided by 222.75. all right, so we should be getting, okay, Miss Blessing says, okay, Miss Stilayo and Miss Blessing, thank you very much. Miss Marbet is also trying. all right, so our p should be 8,978.67. okay, Miss Stilayo, there's They may lie. Why are you abbreviating when what is behind 7 is up to 5? Then it should be 8 if you are abbreviating. And if anybody is even abbreviating, it should be 8,000, all right, 978 points, all right, 68 or 6756. 6756. All right, because we have 6756, and what after 6 is 4, which is not up to 1. Or if you want to abbreviate, then you have P equals 8,978 points. If it's to two decimal places, then we have 68, or we have 8,978.7. All right, it all depends, but basically let's just go with this. Okay, so do we understand everything we did? If you have questions, awesome. So I believe we all are on the same page. I believe we all understand what we have here. So if you had done your assignments earlier, all right, if you have gotten this answer, I mean, you did a great job. All right, so thank you very much, everyone. Now let's erase this and let's take another, all right, question. Okay, now let's proceed. Now we have from the question, now let's take this. It says to Mr. Alright, Jewelers invests, alright, 6,000 naira, alright, in account that pays on annual interest, in an account, alright, that pays on annual, alright, that pays on annual interest of 20% of 20%. Okay, the funds are invested, and just please, the funds are invested, all right, for 5 years. All right, the funds are invested for 5 years. All right, so what will be the value of the account? All right, what will be the value of the account, all right, if interest is calculated to the account, if interest is calculated, all right, to the account, all right, on, all right, on one yearly, monthly basis, all right, monthly basis in a year, all right. Two, we have quarterly, and we have three, semi quarterly, all right. Quarterly, all right. So we have a question. Oh, so sorry about that, Miss Mabel. That's Miss Mabel there complaining about her phone battery's life. Her phone battery life is about to get drained, and there's no electricity. So sorry about that. So this is the question. It's a very simple question, a very straightforward question, and we are expected to solve on a monthly basis in a year, all right, and the monthly basis talking about a year, okay, quarterly, all right, and we're talking about semi-quarterly, all right. So now let's identify what we need to identify. So we have 6,000, we have 5 years, we have 20%, all right. So we have monthly basis, we have quarterly, and we have semi-quarterly. Okay, so we have that as that. Now let's start solve solution. So I'm going to solve the first one, and the class is going to solve the remaining two. All right. So Miss Blessing, yes, this is it now on a monthly basis for a year. That's the annual Miss Titi. All right. So we have that as that. Now the solution. Now let's begin to plug things out. So what's our A? What's our A? What's our P? What's our N? What's our R? And what is our T class? All right. So we have, I think we have everything except A. All right. I think we have everything except A. All right. So A is what we're going to have. All right. So we have P as 6,000 naira. All right. We're solving for the first one. So we have N as, what do we have as N? We have as 12. Sorry for on a monthly basis. All right, 12, and we have our R at 20%. All right, and we have our T as 5 years. Right, monthly. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that, Miss Blessing. Awesome. I can see that we are beginning to understand the concept. We are beginning to get the whole thing. All right. So for number one now, change my marker. For number one, we have A, it's unknown. We have our P. All right, we have 1 plus R over N. All right, in the bar R over T. Okay. So we have A equals P is 6,000 naira. All right, 1 plus our R, that should be 0.2 all over 12 into brackets 12. All right, we have 5. I believe we understand it up to this level. Miss Titi and Miss Blessing, I believe we understand it up to this level. All right, so we have A equals 6,000. All right, 1 plus 0.2 divided by 12. Awesome, thank you for that, Miss Titi. 0.2 divided by 12. Excuse me. Of 0.016. All right, let's just 0.17. Since we have 66666, so 0.17. And we have 12 multiplied by 5. All right, we have 12 multiplied by 5. Mr. Okay, Jewelers, I think is here. It's great to have you on the stream, Mr. Jewelers. We've actually gone a bit far, all right, but it's something you can actually catch up with easily. All right, so let me just walk you through this. This is a question. All right, the question says Mr. Jewelers invests 6,000 naira. All right, Mr. Jewelers invests 6,000 naira in an account that pays on annual interest of 20%. The funds are invested in 5 years. All right, what will be the value? All right, the class started at 9:30 on dot. All right, so the question says we should calculate for the monthly, right, monthly basis in a year, quarterly and semi-quarterly. So I'm solving for the first one. All right, solving for the first one, then the class will solve for quarterly and semi-quarterly. So now we've highlighted all our key points, highlighted everything. So we have here, we don't know what A is, but we know P is the actual amount. We don't have the total amount. We know our N, we know our R, and we know our T. All right, so from here, we can start plugging in. So somebody helped already. Okay, Miss City said 60. Thank you for that, Miss City. So you have 60. All right. Yeah, 60. Now we have that as that. Now we have A equals 6,000. This should be 1.0. Now let me be sure. Let me see, that's 1 plus 0.0117. That's 1.017. All right, multiply by 60. All right. Multiply by 60. That's 61. So we have A equals 6,000. All right. Into brackets 61.02. All right. So we have A equals. All right. Our final answer, please. All right. So we have A equals 6,000 multiplied by 61. So we have 300, all right, and 66,120, all right, 366,120 naira. All right, so we have that as our A. All right, so question 1 is solved. Question 1 is solved. Now, class, you are expected to solve for question 2 and question 3. All right, so I'm going to erase, let me not erase this because I'm going to need this. Okay, Mr. Dylan said I should start from formula explanation. All right, so this is the formula. So let's, for those of us who have not gotten for those of us who are yet to understand it well, I'll be taking it from the formula part. All right, let's do well to pay attention and listen. All right, I'll be leaving this, but for as many of us who already understand the concept, please, you can start solving for number 2 and solve for number 3. All right, so let's take this again. Okay, so now this is the question. All right, we've specified everything we need to specify in the question. All right, and we are solving for number 1, monthly basis in a year. All right, so we have number 1, as we have said here, we don't know what the total amount is. What we have in the question is the actual amount. All right, and we say our N for number 1 is 12. All right, monthly. All right, we have R, which is 20% on an annual basis, and we have T, which is 5 years. So these are what we need to input, all right, to plug into our formula. And the formula says A, which is the total amount, equals P, the actual amount, into bracket 1 plus R all over N, the ratio, interest over the numbers of years. All right, we put R into bracket T. Okay, so from here we have everything we want already, so we can just start to plug in. So we then say A, we don't know what A is. This is 6,000 naira, which is P, 1 plus. All right, our R is 0.2, which is 20%. I have our N as 4. All right, and we have our 4, okay, 12, 12. You have 12 into brackets 5. All right, so from here we then say, Mr. Jolas, are you following? Mr. Jolas, do you understand it up to this level? Do we understand it up to this level? Do we understand it up to this level? Okay. Mr. Jola said he needs explanation. Now, the formula is this. All right, that's the formula. Now, this is the formula. Okay, A, we don't know what A is, so we bring down A. We bring down A, but we don't know what it is. That's what we are solving for. All right. Here is P. We already know what P is. All right. So we bring, instead of P, we write 6,000 naira. Okay. So jealous. Then we open the bracket. We have, according to the formula, it says 1. Bring down the 1 plus R is a percentage. So we converted this by dividing this 20 by 100. All right. What we have is 0.2. Are we on the same page, Mr. Jewelers? All right. So when we divided this 20% by 100, we had 0.2. All right. Good one. All right. We said N is 12. Okay. So we bring down the N. Okay. Then we'll close the bracket. So from here, R is still R, which is 20%. This should be N, not R. So this should be N. This should be N, not R. Okay. So our N, which is 12, is here. Then we open a bracket for T, which is 5. So do you understand up to this level, sir? Good, good, good. So now from here we can continue. So we have, you don't know what A is, so we bring down 6,000. Alright, here we already have 1 plus, so 0.2, Mr. Jewelers, 0.2 divided by 12. That gives us 0.1, okay, 0.0167. Alright, close the bracket. 12 multiplied by 5 should be getting 180 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, 60. 12 multiplied by 5, we have 60. Okay, so we have A equals 6,000. This is giving us 1.0167. Alright, multiplied by 60. Okay, so from here we have A equals 6,000. Alright, this multiplied by this. Okay, so that's 1 point. Mr. Jolas, if you have a calculator, you can be making the calculations and helping with the answers. Alright, so we have 1.06 0167 by 60. Alright, so we have 61.002. Alright, when you multiply this, oh, thank you, Miss Blessing, thank you, Miss Titi. Alright, so when you multiply 6,000 by this, alright, we have, so A now is 366,000. 112 naira. Alright, if you have not omitted anything, so I think we are good to go. on that. So class solving for quarterly and for semi-quarterly. All right. So class solve for B and C. We have 8 minutes. Time is counting down. Time is counting down. Mr. Jula says he doesn't understand. All right. This is B and this is C. What we solved for was A, which is the monthly basis. So you have to solve for quarterly and for semi-quarterly, Mr. Jewelers. Yes, you have to solve for quarterly. What we solved for was monthly. All right. You have to solve based on the system we used. You have to solve for, all right, quarterly and semi-quarterly. Do you understand that, Mr. Jewelers? We have 4 minutes to go. Mr. Jola said no, he doesn't understand. Wow. So 4 minutes to go. Class can be solving for the third one. I will start solving for quarterly now. All right, so let's all stick together. Now, quarterly. If you had to solve for quarterly, all right, the only thing that would change from here, the only thing that would change is our n. If you have to solve for quarterly, that's the only thing that is changing. And to change to 4. All right, quarterly. Change to 4. Good. Yes. To change to 4. Then, yes, Mr. Joe, let's try. Let me hold on. So when you try, then I'll start solving. Okay, 2 minutes to go. Two minutes to go. Okay, Miss Blessing, you're here to drop it. Okay. Miss Blessing wrote 378. For which one? 378 for which one, Miss Blessing? For B or for C? Give me Titi said semi-quarterly. Alright, so let's start solving for. Let's start solving for the first one, or the second one, which is quarterly. Alright, quarterly now, we have A equals P into bracket 1 plus R over N. Then we have N into bracket T. Alright, so we don't know what A is, we keep A. P still remains 6,000. Alright, 1 plus, this still remains 0.2 all over 4 now. Then we have 4 into bracket 5. Alright, so we still bring this down. So we have 6,000. Alright, so I have 0.2 divided by 4 equals 0.05 plus 1 equals to 1.05. Alright, and this should be giving us 60. Okay, so you have A equals 6,000. Alright, this multiplied by 60 should be giving us 61 or something. Okay, we have 63. So you have A equals, so 6,000 by 3 multiplied by 6,000 naira. We have 378,000. Alright, so let's see. Is anybody who got it? Okay, let's see. Miss Titi got it right. Good job, Miss Titi. Miss Blessing with 378, but I don't know which one she's specifying. Maybe it's for this. If it's for this, that means you also got it right. So let's do alright, for semi-quarterly, then this is going to change to, for semi-quarterly, this is going to change to 2 as half of quarter 2, which is semi Q. Alright, so we have A, the same process, which is 6,000 naira. Alright, we have 1 plus 0.2 over 2 now, and we have 2 into bracket 5. Okay, so we have A equals 6,000. Alright, we have 0.2 divided by 2 plus 1. Plus 1, that's 1.1. Alright, and we have this now. This should be giving us this should be giving us 10. Are we all on the same page? What did you use 60 there? Then we have 4 in 5. I think, was that, let me check. 4, all right, multiplied by 5. Okay, that should be 20. Yes, Mr. Jolas, you are right. Okay, let me go through that again. Let me go through that quickly. For the, let me go through that quickly for the quarterly, which is 4. All right, so we have A equals 6,000. All right, 1 plus 0.2 by 4, and we have 4 by 5. All right, this is 6,000. All right, we have, be sure of everything I'm doing now, 0.2 divided by 4 equals plus 1, that is 1.05. all right, this 4 by 20, this is 20. all right, this is 6,000. all right, so 1.05 now multiplied by 20, so we're having 21. all right, so 6,000 multiplied by 21 should be by 6,000. So it is, the answer is 126. Sorry, thank you for that observation, Mr. Jewelers. Thank you for the observation. All right, so that means nobody got it right. All right, so thank you for the observation. Quarterly is 126,000. all right, so now if I do semi-quarterly will be 2. all right, so this will change to 2. So this is going to change. This is going to change to 2. This is going to be changing as well. This is going to be changing as well. And this is going to be changing as well. So now, if you are doing for semi-quarterly, all right, that is semi-Q. Miss Blessing, are you there? Okay, so now let's see. Let's find out how to do that is Miss Blessing. So we have, let's take it up from here. We have 0.2 divided by 2. all right, this gives us 1.1. all right, so here we have, this should give us 10. all right, we have 10 here. all right, so we have, this should give us 1.1 multiplied by 10, that's giving us 11. all right, so this now we will be getting multiplied by 6,000, we are having 66,000. Awesome, thank you for that, Miss Blessing. I believe we all are on the same page now. Mr. Dwellers, do you understand it now? I believe we all are on the same page. So I multiplied 1.1 by 10. all right, 1.1 multiplied by 10. All right, 1.1 multiplied by this 10. All right, so we got 11. Awesome. So I think on this everybody is clear and it's well understood. So I'm going to give us an assignment. All right, an assignment to be given in respect of this, and so what I'll just be changing is just few things. All right, I'll just be changing few things. I'll be changing this. This will be 80%. All right, and this will be 50,000 naira. All right, and this will be 7 years. All right, I'm changing this name to Omo Lola. All right, then account on one, we have monthly. Monthly is the same thing as, all right, yearly. We have 2. All right, we have quarterly. All right, we have 3. We have semi quarterly. All right, we have 4. We have weekly. All right, monthly in a year. All right, weekly in a year. All right, so let's observe this and let's do all to attempt the assignment. All right, so on this note, we need to call this a wrap here. So thank you very much, everyone. I believe we've been able to get 18 or 2 into this class. Thank you very much, everyone, and I hope we are preparing very much for our exams in the right spirit of studying. I look forward to see each and every one of us. For as many of us that have given keynote and you are done with the keynotes I gave to you, let's do all to request for the next one so we can get on and there are no time to waste. Thank you very much, everyone. I look forward to seeing you all subsequent tutorials. Have a wonderful night. Bye bye.